Welcome back, Divine Soul Family. This is the reading for you if you have clicked on this video. This is for the collective. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel for the intuitive soul, all about the collective awakening, really having our true potential, coming out of these times of challenges. All right, so let's get right into it. The energy that surrounds you at this time, surrounds the collective, is the Creator, number 22. We have the Northern Lights, Iceland, Miracles, 27. All right, so 222. All right, so this is definitely that awakening of your spiritual journey, but also how powerful your mind is. It is a powerful thinking tool. This tool shapes how you see the world and how the world sees you. All right, so the Creator. The Creator is the first archetype in a trio of existence. It is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. Zoom in on the card. You see it's like that artist out of the dark comes this vivid light, vivid creation. So it's almost like from a void, a blank space, darkness allows the Creator to go to work and design its own masterpiece. It's not intimidated by darkness or by lack, because the Creator doesn't see the perspective of lack. It sees the complete opposite. It actually sees an opportunity to design and to paint from the void a creation all of your own. So the Creator knows from the void creation inevitably emerges. With meager, minimal, and outlandish materials, the Creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds, generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. So it's all about dismantling the preconceived notions, what is possible, which leaves an opening for the unexpected to wake in the wake of destruction. It's all about being present, imagining, manifesting, visualizing how you would create with a force that is greater than themselves. So with the Creator, this is for the artist to collaborate with themselves. The Creator is within all of us. And in the present, when you're present, it actually comes from your soul. It's very natural. This is the part of yourself that some choose to reject because it may be different or misunderstood. But if used properly, it is a lifelong companion. full of curiosity, surprises, and playful in nature. Letting your imagination take the lead. You'd be surprised what you can create. And then we have miracles. All right, so the Northern Lights, how beautiful they are. They almost have this trance-like ability. Lights up the sky. Really does allow magic to be seen in this visual dance, seen throughout many parts of the world. It's almost like that moment when we're looking up. Many of us are looking up. It's a connection. There's a connection between something that awakens within you. Something that you cannot deny is far greater than we can imagine, far greater than we can explain. It's the energy fields. All right. So miracles, actually this is my right page. I'll show you this. Miracles appear in your life waiting to be seen. Be open to the mysterious ways that miracles can appear. The universe is constantly sending signs. So release your doubts, watch the small, and watch even the smallest wonders become great gifts from beyond. All right, so this is the ways, one of the ways the universe speaks to us. Dances with the energy field. Very magical, uplifting, a reminder to stay present, to look up, and to wonder the wonders of the world. That life isn't just as it seems. There is much more beyond. And I feel like that's that creative energy. It's awakening the gifts that the world has, that the universe has, and it's also a part of you. You are a part of this force. This force that goes beyond what we know and what we can imagine. So to release those preconceived notions, the limitations, only sets you into a place of lack, where this is where you use this to your advantage. The alchemist, the innovator. Life is full of surprises. Surprise yourself as the universe, the world, surprises us in meaningful ways. The synchronicities. All right, so this is definitely tapping into an energy field, and it's wanting to pull your attention. That you're part of the bigger picture, and it all starts with you. It starts with you believing in the divine, believing that each human soul represents represents a bigger force as a collaboration. I feel like from the seed of life, it may look, a seed at first glance may look like just a mere seed, but to take that seed and plant it, care for it, it forms new life. Not to just toss things away, not to just throw these miracles or these beautiful anomalies. The world, the earth represents a far greater force, and you are part of it. So in the wake of destruction, that is where openings, it's where these openings of darkness are left for the creative soul. It's a chance, an opportunity to use this gift to open up to the spark, the wonder, to dance in the darkness. It is a force quite much greater. So this is pulling at you to trust yourself. That destruction isn't a destruction of yourself. It is merely pulling at a new door to be open. Even in an empty room is where you can hear the healing sounds. So that there is something being revealed during this time, and not to shy away from it, but to look up at the bigger picture. Not to focus on the destruction, but to create a new formation, create a new plan, create a new perception. That it all can fall apart. It can definitely be put back together. Once something is demolished, it is much easier to rebuild. You already have half of the work done for you. And when something isn't solid, and I feel like the way the world has been, it definitely hasn't been solid, it hasn't been grounded, it's been shaky. This is your sign to remain with the eye, to remain present Be creative to imagine what you would like the world to look like. All right. These openings, these energy portals, these energetic shifts, they're working with you. This is the perfect time for miracles to happen. And look at that, this turning point. We have 2 and 2 again. 2 symbolizes your intuition, the gut feeling, you know you're being pulled in a different direction. 2 of Wands is action, movement, leading towards something that has caught your attention, something that has drawn you in. There's another way. And purpose, I feel like there's a purpose towards this. You have this direction, this movement. It's within your heart space. It's calling you. And this is all about taking the lead in your life. Taking a new road. There's a spark. There is a desire. It's like you're looking out the window and seeing the northern lights. And it's creating a divide from the old timeline to the new timeline. Something is shaking you up and catching your attention. And it feels like it's meant to be. Feels like you have purpose. Feels like it's shaking you out of that void. And it's really lighting this fire. No longer on one path, one direction. There's new life. There's more to experience, I feel like. And this is pulling you. It's like a spiritual adventure. It's pulling you to grow, not to stay in the same place you were. I feel like it's almost like getting you excited. It's really bringing out that energetic side. And it's drawing all your attention towards the desire, your desire. We have the 2 of Swords. A crossroad. There's something you were blinded towards, you weren't seeing, and I feel like you were choosing not to remove the blindfold in fear of, I feel like it was in that void. You couldn't see in the void. And there was a need to challenge yourself instead of backing down. It was the choice to move forward. To move forward or to stay stuck in the dark. And that was the choice, to remove the blinders. All right, so something was keeping you from seeing the truth. And I feel like in the wake of destruction, things got chaotic. And that's where you're blinded to the swords. It was blinded to the truth, blinded to maybe stuck on only seeing one path, one route. And when that got blindsided, that blind spot, the choice was to move in a direction where you are in control. Not letting life happen to you, not staying in a dark room. When life gets full of destruction and chaos, either we stay in the dark room and forfeit, okay, it's a dark room, there's nothing I can do, I'm just gonna wait it out. Or allow yourself to grow in a different direction. Allow yourself to take a chance. Asking yourself questions. Ask yourself tough questions. Is this all there is? There's nothing to see in the dark, in the void. And that is where the challenge is, to be honest with yourself. That's the awakening of truth, awakening of potential, the journey, the split in timelines, the old you, all wrapped up, and the new you, taking your life, taking action, to see all the experiences. So this is a journey where it takes you out of your comfort, but you're drawn to a greater force that's within you, and you're connected to this collective. I feel like it's almost like you hear the sound. You hear you hear sounds you didn't hear before. Your senses, I feel like, are heightened, and there's something that was being revealed, and it resonates different than any other feeling that you've had before. And I feel like this is something that you can't shake, this feeling. It's an inner knowing that there's beyond. Living in the limitations. Living in the impossible. It's caused you to look outside of yourself and see that was what was holding you back. Wondering what the world is calling to you. You feel it on your inner world. I feel like it's almost like this choice is not even, it's like there is no choice, like there is no option to go back. Once you see what is possible, once you open up the door and what awaits, there's no turning back. There's this energetic rush, I feel like, to move in a manner that has purpose, meaning. And it feels like it gives you meaning. So this may be an adventure where you don't know all the outcomes, you don't know exactly, but this is a decision that your curiosity, your desire, and owing it to yourself and owing it to the world, being brave, being brave. I feel like it's something that is just, being brave is almost more reassuring than living in the dark. I feel like you have many questions you want answered. And I feel like this is better than being stuck. You know, there is opportunity. It's almost like there is this free feeling. That there is many more opportunities out there. And the risk is worth the reward. All right. Pull a little bit more cards. I feel like this is somebody pulling towards you because you know that there's a force greater than keeping it small, keeping it in the dark. And I feel like that's almost that negative energy you want to get away from. The forces of darkness want to keep you small and keep you stuck. And I really feel like is this fire energy where you're meant to do so much more. The sun almost flipped out. Oh, 8 of Wands. Yeah, fast movement. I feel like there's fast movement. There's fast shifts, and from being stagnant, from being in isolation and being in the dark, I feel like this is almost like an exuberating feeling. You're in your 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 8. So there's a rush of ideas, a rush of innovative ways. I feel like you are optimizing your potential, and with this alchemy energy, I feel like you're able to use all the different stages of your life, all the different It's almost like you're formulating, putting it all together, putting all of the information and you really have figured something out. There's a deeper meaning that you are starting to figure out, and I feel like that is what's really kicking this into gear. Is you don't fear as much because you're starting to understand the bigger picture. No longer in the dark with the candle. It's like you're seeing the things clearly. You're seeing, putting all the memories, putting all of the really using your tools, really using your resources. I feel like that's the collaboration. There's this inner knowing. And you're really getting down to business, getting to the drawing page. And I feel like this is awoken something. It's almost like a puzzle. The energy is working with you. There's a lot of downloads. A lot is coming together and connecting the dots. And I feel like it's your time to shine. It's your time to taking that dark place, being blindsided by life, so you couldn't move forward and create. I feel like now there's this alchemy, or this seeing the flip side. You weren't in the dark. You weren't blindsided. You were just in a blind spot. Now your eyes are open to the spiritual meaning, to the meaning of everything, why everything's happened, why it's like the things that you've been shown in your life, even the hard times, the challenges, the lessons, it's all tools. Like the universe was feeding you information, feeding you wisdom. You're not lost. You're not lost in that space anymore. It's like you're putting it all together, putting all the information. And it's definitely deepening your insight, deepening what you didn't see before. All right, that all is possible. All is possible. And everything is connected. So this is all about being in that healing energy, the time of healing, the era, healing era. It's shaping you in different ways. You're not trauma-based. You're informed. It's like you mastered the hardest parts of life. You've taken them and turned it into like you've written the book on the how to master life, how to change your energy field, how to take pain, loss, and transform it into knowledge and gains. I really feel like you figured it out. You really figured out all the whys and hows, instead of being lost in the pain, lost in the sadness of the world. I feel like you're now looking at a different approach. You're seeing through the manipulation. And you're setting your goals. You're setting your goals on removing the forces that keep us in this place of darkness. Now where this is shining a light on truth. All right. So this is like that quest to reshape the way you see the world, the way you see the collective, and the way this is going to really change the future. Because all these emotions, all of these thoughts, they're all supercharging the energy fields. And it's changing how energy is pulled out of us. It's not using we're not being used for energy, harvesting our energy through sadness. But this is full potential, having empathy again, understanding why things are the way they are, and figuring out where everything has started, where everything went wrong, so that you can rewrite the outcome. And this is translating throughout the energy fields. This is really branching off your perception, your thoughts, your ideas. They are literally manifesting into our future. This is growing new seeds. No more doubt. This is practicing positive reinforcement. Not allowing the darkness to overcome us. But choosing to see the light, to see through, not just taking things for granted, doing your own research, having your own, investing in your own ideas, your own plans, your own thoughts. If we can be blindsided in the dark, we can definitely transform, create, and be that innovator to rewrite, redraw the outcome, choosing love over pain, not sinking into the darkness, but growing the frequency, alchemy. I feel like this is all about the emotions, right? The emotions that have been running through the collective. Our emotions, they really, emotions end up forming into our cells, into our body. It forms, there's water all around us, and emotions, they stay in the molecules of the water, and they literally create different formations, memories, and those memories are what alchemize. So it's like sending out these waves of growth, of strength, of courage, of overcoming, tuning out of the old narrative. And this is rewriting emotional intelligence by changing the data, changing the script, and unplugging from everything that is holding us back. All right, this is beautiful energy. Page of Pentacles, look at that. My favorite page. It's the first step. Very strong, grounded. This is opportunity. Where you're working towards, where you're planning, and what you're choosing to grow. It starts with a firm foundation. Like you have learned by the challenges, and now you are putting that energy into what you are choosing to put out there, and it's with purpose, it's with intentions, and it's with love, balance, and harmony. So you're in a place of standing strong, letting go of the old narrative is what was draining you of the growth, holding you back with all the worry, all the fear, and all of the emotions, the stagnant emotions, where this is all about a seed, of planting a seed in formation, new patterns, healthy patterns, growth, healing. And I feel like it's a deeper insight, a deeper vision, and a deeper understanding of what you are working towards. when you are in a place of pure, I feel like when you're in a place that you're not holding yourself back and you're not limited, I feel like it sheds that heaviness off you. And you can grow. You're able to grow in a place with pure intentions. So you put the work in, but it has come from a place of confusion, being stuck. So I feel like this is letting go of all of the old feelings of burdens where you've lost your spark. And this is coming back to you, being authentic, new energy, knowing that you are capable and you are powerful and you're able to touch the sky, able to grow taller than you ever were before, without worry, with courage, with strength, and I feel like with confidence. All right, so keep shining. You're reaching your hidden treasure. Feels like it's like almost like you're bursting at the seams with excitement, not needing to hold on to all that heaviness, feeling free, not divided, but in a place of peace. All right, so if you feel stuck, just remember, look to the sky. Remember, miracles are only if you believe in them. And the energy is working with you. But you must believe that all is possible. That you are the creator. And in this void, is where you will get your biggest reveals. Allow your mind to open, to invest in yourself, life, and the longing for peace, clarity. And there's never only one road. Life is what you make of it. So take a chance, get outside the box, and you yourself have all the tools that you need. Break free of the norm and into creativity.